Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. Today was fabric shopping day. I went and picked up 60 yards of fabric, which I will be turning into fat eighths for the recent eBay listing that I had. There are 24 different prints, so everyone will be getting a fat eighth of each print, which equals 3 yards of fabric. I have 20 orders to fill. I decided to end that listing a little bit early so I could go get the fabric today on Sunday instead of Monday because I feel like I need to get started on this. I will show you all the prints, but I'm going to spread these out and I'll take some still shots. So let me get that done, and then I'm going to show you how I plan on handling the cutting on at least one of these. But I will time myself because I'm very curious to know how long it's going to take me to get all these orders done. I probably would be better off not knowing that. I'm happy to do it. I enjoy looking at fabric so much and knowing that people who love fabric will be getting it. Let me just arrange these and take some still shots and then I'll be back. Here is my plan for cutting this. I need to cut 480 pieces of fabric. That's a lot. I want to break the yardage into 5 1/2 yards, and then that will be easier to manipulate. Or at least 2 1-yard pieces and then a 1/2 yard. What I want to do is measure how long each 2.5 yard piece is because they usually give generous cuts. Now today was somebody else cutting that I haven't had yet, so I don't know if she's as generous. But I don't want to just go ahead and, give you guys a 9 by 21 fat eighth if I can give you a 10 by 21 fat eighth. So I'm going to see for the heck of it if I can get 20 inches for a 1/2 yard instead of 18. Then when I fold that in half and cut, that would give you guys 10 inches each. So I'm just going to measure. There's 20 and 20 and 20 and 20 and 20. Just making it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 20 inches instead of 18. So to cut my very first one, I'm just going to fold it like this. I am going to cut at 20. So this is a 1/2 yard that will be cut into 4 pieces. That will give me 4 fat eighths. Now for the rest, I have 2 yards left. I'm just going to fold the 2 yards. I'm going to make sure that the edges are even, and they are. And now I'm just going to cut along the fold, and then that's going to give me 2 1-yard pieces. And each of those are generous, 42 each. So that's great because that's going to give me enough to make at least 10 inch by 21, or however wide the fabric is. This one happens to be like 22. The point is, I want to be able to give you guys as generous of a cut as I can. If I can give you a couple extra inches, that's what I'm going to do. Now these 2 yards I can just put aside for now. And each 1/2 yard is just going to be cut along the fold. The salvage edge is over there. So this makes 2 fat quarters. But now I'm going to be cutting the fat quarters in half, and that will give us 4 fat eighths. So now I want to fold this way. Have a little bit more than 10 inches. So I have 4 fat eighths here. I will be folding each one of these. And then I brought my card table out so I have a place to put these lots. So every time I cut another print, I can build the lots as I go. And it gives me plenty of room. I don't know if I could fit all 20 lots there, but it gives me extra room. I always need room. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these lots prepared, as many as I can. When I am done, I will come back and report to you and let you know how long this took me to cut all this fabric. So stay put. I'll be right back. Well, not right back in my world, but right back in your world. So just sit tight, blink twice, I'll be back. It is Tuesday evening. I expected to have all of these in the mail Tuesday. That did not happen. I still have to stick to my regular schedule, so I'm doing this as I can. I have all of these here, and then these 3 here. Now I have to, straighten out each pack, put them in bags, print the packing slips and the printing labels, get all the packages ready for the mail, and box them and have them ready for my mail carrier tomorrow. So I hope I can do some of that tonight and have them picked up tomorrow on Wednesday, and everyone should get them by Friday or Saturday, the latest. I will not be doing big lots like this again. It's just too much time. I kind of wanted to, get some ready and send those out, but I couldn't change gears. I was like an assembly line cutting these, so I just went with it. And now I'm just going to switch over to the packing stage of this task. And I just want to show you the packages. The reason there's a box there is because one person ordered 2. So those are going in a box. I just wanted to wrap this up for those of you who are interested. I'm not reporting these details for any other reason other than I just did it because I was curious to know how long it would take me to cut all that fabric. Just the cutting took me 4.5 hours. I did some Sunday, some Monday, and today. I did quite a bit of it today because I just wanted to get it over with. It's important that I stick to my work schedule, and I don't have fabric cutting time on my schedule, so I just had to sneak it in when I could. Then it took me another 2.5 hours to print all the mailing labels, to get the fabric packaged and in the mailers, and all that stuff. So 7 hours of just that, and then it was what, 1.5 hours to actually shop for the fabric. This is what I have learned from this particular experience and from the previous experience of the boutiques. I still absolutely love doing this. I want to continue offering some fabric lots. I will, though, offer less lots because I don't like something that takes me days to complete because it just makes me all just worry in case something happens, I get sick, I get hurt, whatever. I like to be able to go to Martin's and get the fabric on one day, hopefully cut it that night, get things packaged, and have those packages ready for the next day for the mail carrier or the day after that. I don't want this to be a 3- and 4-day process because I just like to get things done. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But do expect some more fabric listings on eBay. Of course, I will always let you know via YouTube, but you can on eBay, I don't know what it is, adding somebody to your favorite sellers or something like that. I don't shop on eBay, so I don't even know that end of it. But I know there's a way that you can click on something to get notified whenever I have a new listing, and then you don't have to wait for the actual video. I do have a feeling if I start offering less lots, like if I only say there are 8 fat 8 lots, I think they'll sell pretty quick. So you are going to have to be on the ball if you want to get in on them. And I don't know what I'm going to list next, but we're just going to go with the flow. I'm just glad this is done. It's very tiresome to cut all that fabric. It's like I can feel it in my arms. It was 60 yards. It was a lot. 480 pieces of fabric that I cut and folded. You know, it's something that I would totally be willing to do if I didn't have a full-time job. But I have a full-time job. It's called YouTube. So that's my priority. And this I will just do on the side because I just love the fabric. And I gotta tell you, the fabrics, I just loved them so much when I was seeing them all together in that nice little stack. They just really go together well. I don't know. I hope you guys like them. And I do want to mention that I'm doing this cutting with scissors, not like a die cut, not even a rotary cutter. There was no way I could cut through all the thicknesses that I needed to cut through. You should have seen the system I had going. It was like an assembly line. So I was cutting with scissors on the fold. So I want you guys to know that these are not like perfectly even cuts, and you will have some pieces bigger than the others. I don't want you to think that the smaller pieces are being shorted in any way. Remember, a fat eighth is 9 inches tall by half the width of the fabric. All the pieces are 9+ inches tall. Most of them are around 10 inches, and some of them, a few of them at least, were around 11 or close to 11 inches. If you have some bigger pieces, it's not that the smaller pieces are too small. It's that the bigger pieces are just extras. If I had a generous cut, you got a generous cut. And that's the way it's always going to be, because I have no interest in cutting precision cuts and making sure you get just 9 inches. That would be way too much work. I just fold things in half, cut on the fold, and you get what you get, which is usually going to be on the generous side. So that's it. I just wanted to let you know how things went, and I will be doing this again. So thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. I would absolutely love that. Just click on my face, and you can check out some of the other videos that you see if you'd like. Thanks.